How about now? Is the mic on now? I'm so mad. I've been talking for 2 minutes straight. My God, dude. What a fun time we have had with technology today, friends. Oh my God. Alright, anyway, so since I was talking to nobody except myself for the past 2 minutes, the reason the stream is delayed is because I was waiting on my computer to export tomorrow's video, and it takes now probably a solid 80% of the export time just to do the 60 seconds scrolling text of the Beard Booster name list, so we're going to have to fix that. Got a bunch of different options to do that, but we will get to that in due time. Thank you for being here. I don't know why the mic was muted, but it is. And now we have the mouthwashing station, if you didn't see it pop up on the screen, so behave. Be good, and we won't have to use it. But if you don't, we will use it. Anyway, we did more of this stuff last time. Gonna fill it in a little bit more. Maybe start on this, depending on what kind of time we have. I don't have a ton of time to stream tonight, but I did want to try to do something, because I'm probably not going to be able to this weekend. We'll see. But, nonetheless, I am glad you're here. I do not have a cat. Would be nice, but my dad does not want cats, so we're not getting cats. Make it scroll for 11 seconds. It's still got to render it. It doesn't matter how long. Sound is great. Yes, I boosted the microphone volume beyond all reasonable bounds, and I was worried it was going to be too loud. But if this is acceptable, then we can just remember to keep it this high. It just is an absurd amount of boost that I've applied to this. It's distorted. See, that's what I thought. I thought it might be. I never thought that the name list was going to be more than 10 or 20 people, in all honesty, and then it became 100. And then in the span of the last month, it has gone from 100 to probably actually 1,000 names on that list. Even though last I checked, there are only 927, only 927 unique active names, but there's probably over 1,000 on the total list. Ever want to go on the Trans-Siberian Railway? In today's political environment, absolutely not. Maybe later. But yes, that would be fun. Slideshow might actually take longer. It's just that the time would be shifted from video rendering to me sitting there making individual slides and then putting them in. Never been to Europe. I've actually never been outside the US with the exception of the British Virgin Islands, Dutch West Indies, and Cozumel in Mexico. At any rate, let's get something done, shall we? We could use to have some more mangrove fruits. So what if we either put another level here, or we just started wrapping this around? I'm not entirely sure what the range of this guy would be. Like, I guess it's trying to tell me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. If I just increased this, would that would probably fit, yeah. How wide are these anyway? So that's 4, it's 8. Math is hard. It's 8, 8, and then something in the center. This is only 6, so that would be 7, that would be 8. That would be 1, 2... No, that would be 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here would be the corner, if I wanted to make this a perfect right angle thing. So if this guy can actually reach all of this, which I think he can, then we might be in decent shape. I don't know. We'll just keep these in place. I'll keep them paused so we don't accidentally build them, but if we decide we want to expand this, then we know we can do that, and it can be nice and even. But that is not our entire goal. Let's turbo speed through the end of the night here. I believe it's probably in our best interest to try and optimize our industrial area before we do too much of anything else, especially food production, which currently is kind of a mess over here. So we could keep all of the food in this general area keep most of the industrial stuff here, or we could split it up into different things, like, say, the Badwater processing stays here-ish. Or we could just say, you know what, it doesn't matter, and just put everything everywhere. Range will be 1- because we'll have to go down the stairs. If I put these stairs instead of here, if I put those stairs in this spot once we move everything else, then I can move this guy and he'll be a little bit more centrally located. And I think it will still work. Gonna build the mouthwashing station next to the shower on top of the large storages. Well, we haven't built the shower on top of the large storages. We built showers next to it. We've been trying to figure out how we're gonna do everything else, but we haven't quite gotten that figured out. Microphone's fine now. That is good to hear. It is very frustrating that YouTube does not have even volume settings or whatever between live streams and videos. Because right now I have, in OBS, my microphone is boosted by 10 dB, which is an insane amount of boost to apply to a microphone in software, if you're not familiar with basic audio engineering stuff. So I was very worried that it would cause sound quality problems, but I don't think it's unbearable, so we should be okay. See the pictures of Meatball? No, but I have a whole bunch of pings in the Discord server I have not had time to look at today. I did see our dear friend Dr. Alex has posted a solution for Badwater for the, what's it called? Water Beaver playthrough that I think we're going to be doing. But I don't have any other things I've looked at today. Oh, I'm live on YouTube. Wow, and they did it within 7 minutes. Good job. Better eat the meatballs with lingonberries. I'm not going to IKEA. Haven't been to IKEA in a long time, actually. Should connect the bridge to the inner path over the 7 bypass. Oh, right here, yeah. I was actually thinking about what would... Wow, this is lagging considerably, actually. There we go. I was trying to think if maybe I should move this over one, but I don't think it's going to want to let me do that now. Old job had to do 15 dB just to do phone calls. Yikes. Alright, how am I going to go about this? Devilish, thank you very much for $5 with the text frog butt, frog emoji, peach, and then purple heart emoji. I guess this is now a frog butt chat. But appreciate you. Hey Dalton, hey Lori, who else has said hi that I haven't missed in the past little bit? Well, regardless if I've said hi or not, I am glad you're here. I don't have time, unfortunately, to get to everybody, or else we would never get anything done in the stream. But I believe if we are going to get something going with this, we're going to have a plan for how this is going to materialize. Because we have, right now, we have 7 of these things. Obviously, we have to get the water up to the top and then shove it out this way. So if we reframe it from this perspective, I believe we're going to want to have this come out this way and then make a turn here. And that would also allow us to have a platform on which to build other farm buildings to access this space. Maybe take this path out, shift it this way a little bit so we can plant a little bit more crops and maybe reclaim some space once we get into terraforming at some point. But if we were to do that, then this would probably end up being about the same as this thing is. 4 wide, because this is, let's see, 1, 2... Oh, this is all covered, so I don't even know. I don't remember anymore. What is this? Was this 8 of these? There's 6 there, there's 6 there. Maybe it was just 6. But I think, based on the volume going through this thing right now, that this should still be sufficient. This 4 wide in the middle should be sufficient for that. So what if we instead built out from this direction over here? Might be a little bit easier. Doesn't mean we will frog statues. We've had frog statues in the well-being, and I thought we built one. Did we not build a frog statue? I know we were going to talk about it. Maybe... Oh, no, there's one right here next to the shanty speaker. Because the last time we had a stream, my internet went out right after I placed this. It's a neat little song. At the first iron mine, why not make an engine instead of the Wheel of Shame? Because the engine... Well, the engine's already built. But we were waiting on that to get constructed because I think we were low on metal. But now everything has caught up. Let's prioritize that. That should be good. And then eventually this will go away. Wood storage. Oh, we have another frog statue here. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, wood storage. Where should I put wood storage? Where can I put wood storage? Because I've got planks here. I believe we were going to test out some other places to put stuff. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here. We actually could go ahead, be a little bit smart about things. Blow this up a tiny bit and plant some more pine trees here, because you know we're going to need more eventually. Oh, that's the shanty speaker playing the music, like, way off in the corner. I can only kind of slightly hear it in one of my things, but it's all the way over here. So I wonder what the directionality of this is like. Because I can't hear it here. But if I go all the way over here, I can very slightly hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you zoom in right on the frog? Find ourselves a good angle on this. Yes. Here's your frog. With the new update, can you put metal floodgates at the bottom then put levees above them? You can put the sluices, the new sluices, then yes, anything can go above those. I'm picturing shoving bad water up and letting good water come out the bottom of a stack. Yeah, we could. If you're talking about a solution for this. We can put sluice gates down at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to be an ideal scenario doing that, because we do like putting these water wheels here to generate power, and we will need a lot of power. So I was content to just shove all of the water through here and then have it fill up this whole thing from the end right before it leaves. Yeah, I'm not going to do any trapping of the water sources, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, because I don't want to do it, but I guess if you're disappointed about that, that's why. So I keep distracting myself. I want this to be above here. I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick. By math, I mean science. Because if I did the 6x right here, yep, that is pretty much exactly what I want to do, except it's a little too close. But if I move this... Yeah, see, like right here, this is perfect like this. I think the perfect spot. So if I just start in that place, start building out from here, I believe we'll be in good shape. Oh, don't forget to pay attention to the bad water at the very start of the diversion aqueduct, particularly at the end of the bad tide. Don't want bad water to get back into the lake. Yes. So kind of what we did here. Oh, this is ugly. Let's fix that. Okay, that has helped a little bit. There we go. I just don't want it to go back into the lake, which it currently, I don't think, is able to. Yeah, that is safely outside. We're good. How are the beavers' well-being? It's at 27. It can be improved, but we have right now all of the housing that we're occupying. Wow, is within the range. We only have to build the tribute to ingenuity, which we don't have. Well, we do have the science for it, but we don't have the materials quite yet. I don't think there's any other housing, actually, anywhere on the entire map. Yeah, we kept everybody over here. Instead, we're focusing on this. Partially. So we are... This might end up being kind of dumb to do it this way, but we are going to end up removing some of this land here. Or we could just say, you know what, we don't care, and just use the shorter ones, because I do have all of them unlocked. Yeah, we'll save a little bit of material anyway, I guess that's fine. How quickly I changed my tune when I realized I could save time and effort just keeping it this way. That's looking good. Alright, into the bad tide. We need to do something about our water pumping as well, and even though I thought we were in a good spot because of how this was set up, we need to keep adding them, and that's something that I kind of forgot I was in the process of doing. But now we can work a little bit more seriously on getting that taken care of. And then once this area is set up good to go, I think we're going to be in a much better position. Look at these guys go. Much better position to get this taken care of. Do keep in mind that dropping the good water at the end when it's contaminated will be a pain to have the lake gate clean, allow the good water to come out at the top of the lake. I think by the time we get this done, we're not going to need to worry about it. And we can have a mechanism at the very beginning of the time we're using this contraption to let the water come out on this side. But once it's clean, we're going to have it go out at the end so we can have the water wheels. Once the water comes through here, you'll see what I'm talking about. But by doing it this way, all of the water that's coming out of this thing goes through this 7, and then only after it passes through all of the water wheels can it come out the side. So I think it's better that way. Is it objectively 100% infallible? No, as we've learned, but I do think it works. How many campfires do we have? Truthfully, I do not know. I think we have at least a couple. Do we not? Maybe I got rid of them. Because I think the primary function of a campfire outside of just being a place for beavers to go was to increase the aging speed of the children, which we no longer have. So I actually could not tell you if we have a campfire or not. I think we got... There was one here I know for sure. I think we got rid of it when we blasted this down. So maybe we don't have any. Maybe it's time to build one, or two, or a couple. You need 5 campfires. Why do we need 5 campfires? I am lost now. Here we go. Get that blown up. Nobody get blown up, please. Thank you. Good, nobody died. Now I can place... I love that these will go over the trees. This is fantastic stuff. Absolutely glorious. Oh, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll need a 9th right here, but for now I don't have access to that, so we'll just pop one of those there. But what we can do is we can pop this in here and this in here. And then if we want to get fancy, we can elongate the stairway here. Or maybe move it slightly. Yeah, if we moved it a little bit, then I can have this other side come down too. But we just need to have more space for storage. I know we've got lots for logs. Planks. Honestly, 720 storage for planks is plenty. I don't think we really need to be that worried about it. Pumps prioritized by haulers. They are, with the exception of this. So that's all good to go. Yeah, you see these are all dried out because of how polluted this is. It's at 31%. We're working on it, though. We will get it done. No matter how long it takes. Can you see campfires via the building tab? I'm not sure. I've never looked. Is it under workplaces or no, it's under well-being? I don't see any campfires. 16 medical beds, 8 rooftop terraces, 1 swimming pool. Yeah, so we definitely don't have any. Alright, well, where do you want to put campfires then? They have to be on the ground. There is nowhere else they can go. Next to the new housing complex, you can take out one of the medical beds so that you can path across the back of the complex. Put a campfire in the middle. You know what? I was going to do that right here, and you've cemented that, so thank you. Nobody's in here, right? Oh no, who's in here? Dr. Jacko, sorry, but you gotta go somewhere else, dude. It's in the name of progress. That makes it okay. Oh, and I was going to expand other stuff here. That's why we have this mess of pathing, but I think our beavers are going to want and appreciate the campfire. Have any mod makers or developers discussed creating a way to get multiple work shifts? Not that I've seen. But that would be a very interesting thing, because then you could have 24-hour work cycles with fewer beavers, in theory. But I also kind of feel like that's part of the reason why bots exist, so you can work toward those, because you don't have to give bots breaks. But that would be a very Iron Teeth thing to do, would be to have work shifts. And we also have, under a decoration, we have the bell. That rings at the beginning or end of the workday, so you could use that to denote shift changes too if you felt like it. You know what? I like the bell. We should build one. I just always forget this is a thing. So what if we did right here in the middle? Just pop that guy right there. We'll get the fun noise twice a day. And all these other things, we got clocks, we got different fences, we got beaver statues. We do have the one beaver bust all the way at the back here of our intrepid builder friend who got a little bit too close to the bombs when we were excavating this area. Never forget. But we're making good progress here, folks. This is looking good. My metal situation is not such that I can start putting the floor on quite yet, but at least we can continue building this. Oh, that's got to be a triple. Get this going here. I believe we can have this go all the way to, yep, all the way to the end of here, and then, because this space in the middle is actually 5 wide, and this goes one further, but here to here could be 4. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about how we're gonna handle this. Main living area is looking fantastic. It really is. I like it when stuff looks like this. It is very efficient, very organized, and seems like something I probably should be doing in my video series, but I never end up making stuff that looks this cool. All checks completed on tomorrow's episode, so that's good. I can just make it live as soon as we're done here in a little while. Is that the Taco the Taco Bell? It's the end of the shift, time for tacos. Do these beavers eat tacos? Actually, I guess, I don't know, we don't have a taco thing in the game, but maybe sometime soon we'll have other food options. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But we'll let these guys continue their work here. Put our 6x all the way across, like so. And then we got to figure out how this is going to go over here. Because this would... Wow, you know what? Actually, this is probably the best way to do it would be to come through right here. Except I turn it... there's that bell sound. Turn it maybe right this way. Then this could come in here, this could come in here. This would come in like this. I think it's going to work. Hopefully. So I just have to build this out from the middle here. I guess we can just see. Okay, that's all the way up. The level that we're at now means this has to be instead. Yeah, that's going to be the height it has to be. Okay, so we got 3 triples in the bottom there. We got 3 triples and a ding, 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 and a single. Count how many water wheels will fit and make it fit nicely. Well, we'll just that'll be fine. I'll just not deal with that later. But we got to get this going, and then I'm going to have space on the other side here. I don't know. I feel like when I'm doing this, I'm just kind of making a random guess, and then it ends up not looking that good when we finally get around to doing it. But yeah, because that's going to be a pain, because we're going to have to move the stack. So I really probably should move it out one from here. But then I'm going to have to deal with this not lining up at all. Whereas if I moved it one more this way, then I could just have this go straight across, and then this come in on the end. But then that would hit this, but it would reach all the way to here. Except we're probably not going to end up having 6x all the way through. I don't know. It's going to be forever and a day before we even get over here. So I guess I shouldn't really be that worried about it. It's probably... Honestly, yeah, this little thing right here makes the most sense to get this situated correctly. And then we will just, we'll just go straight from here. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, well, if we go straight from here, then that solves my problem, because then I can just, do that. Alright. A whole lot of blabbing, a whole lot of not really getting that much accomplished, but, it is what it is. Oh, you know what? Nope, 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 nope. We don't have to do this. We have technology. We can do this, and then we can do this. See, I'm learning, friends. Now, you guys have been saying that in the comments anyway, so that works out just fine. We are not going to have enough metal to do this. It's going to take a very long time, but if we have it all set up, ready to go, then we are going to be in good shape. Steam, there's a bento mod. Yes, we used it in update 4. I really liked that mod. That was cool. Could make it wider in the middle. I don't think it needs to be wider in terms of the volume of water going through. If we take a look at this, this is not even halfway full, and this is for 6. I think 6 source blocks. And this here is going to be 7, so we should be perfectly fine. When it comes to the middle here, it's going to be a thing. We're going to have to figure it out. But I think we're going to be okay. Oh, look at that. I love it when it works to go this way. So that comes out to here, and then... oh, yes. Oh, yes, friends. Look at this. Oh, man. This is like... Okay, this is going to be something probably none of you have seen, and I'm going to feel stupid, but there was a meme about... Oh, man, was this... It could have been 15 years ago. Where it's... I don't know. It's like one of those public access TV shows... or like a really low-budget infomercial of this woman doing arts and crafts. And she's got a sponge, or like she's advertising this product. It's like a sponge that paints patterns based on how you dip it. And I don't really know. But it's like this, I don't know, she must have been in like her 40s or 50s or something. But the sound she made at like the sheer joy of painting with sponges is just one of the most hilariously memorable things I think I can think of in terms of like internet culture. That's how I feel doing this when it fits perfectly just like this. It's glorious, friends. It's a beautiful thing. You know what? This actually needs to be a 5, and this needs to be a 4. so that this can... I can't tell if I'm straight here. No, there we go. We're good. I believe this should be perfect, but let's find out just in case. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Beautiful. I will leave one of these undone. Just so we don't get into a big trouble there. The physics of the platform hurts my head. Embrace it, friend. This is beaver engineering. There's no reason to be sad. Or what's that meme with the gorilla and the whatever, it's like a Jimmy Russell's or whatever? It's like there's no need to be upset. And then it's like a video of like a lawnmower flying through the air because it's like a model airplane. So look, I've been on the internet a really long time. I've seen a lot of really weird stuff. They're floating. Yeah, they're kind of floating. Rustling my jimmies. That sounds familiar. I really hope there's nothing problematic associated with that because I thought it was funny. But can't help it. I'm an engineer, and yet you watch my videos anyway. I appreciate you. All right, let's. Oh yeah, that's gonna have to go that high at least. Let's try to get the rest of this sorted out. Yeah, that's going to work. Beautiful. So that will come in straight this way. Which means we will probably need to have a set of platforms to go this way. Is this going to be a 6x right here? Will that fit perfectly? It will. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That, friends, is glorious. Look at this. Oh, yes. That's a thing of beauty right there. So that'll be a 6, and then this right here. I cannot begin to express to you how happy it makes me how nicely these things fit together. Cognitive dissonance is a big deal in gaming. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Is that, yep, that's going to work. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This, I think I can leave this side empty just so we don't have any Badwater accidents. We're still not out of metal, which is very surprising. It's like Lego only Yonky. What does that mean? Oh, we need planks, yeah. Plank workshops, yes, we absolutely can build more of those. I just need to figure out where they're going to go. Yeah, I could pretty easily put some here. I could do 1, I could do 2, 3. I could do 4 actually right here. That would work out pretty well because then you have 4, and then 4 more. Gears wise, we might honestly need some more gears, but we can put some more of those over here maybe. Ding ding ding. Lego is cool. I wish it was not so expensive. I don't know, maybe it always was just kind of expensive, and I failed to recognize just how, like, good of a situation I was in as a child with access to stuff like that. But I look at the price of these sets now, I'm like, who can afford to buy these things anymore? Makes me feel bad for the kids that aren't going to be able to... Hold on, is that not going to... Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to just build 3 for right now. So this fits. But I really liked, as a kid, getting to play with Lego. And I feel like a lot of kids now don't have as much of an opportunity to do it just because of how expensive it is. Unless they have, like, wealthy uncles or something. Forgot the stream again. Well, glad to see you here. I forgot to unmute my microphone for the first 2 minutes of the stream, so, we all make mistakes. Captain Beefy, like, my kids, I want Legos. Me, get a job. That's real, though. They're so expensive. I think, like, if you go to like, I don't know, I haven't been to like an actual Lego store in like a decade, but even like at Walmart, you can't find many sets under $20 anymore. Used to be you could get like a simple, that wouldn't be anything like amazingly huge, but you could get a simple thing with a couple characters and maybe a vehicle for 20 bucks. And now I see all these new things coming out like, oh, it's going to retail at $350. Like, who can afford this? Poor kids. Sometimes you can find them in yard sales. You'd be surprised. Just random stuff will show up. In Georgia, where I live, there is a annual yard sale. They call it the 90-mile yard sale. It follows U.S. Highway 41, I think, up in the northwest Georgia area. And they will have people, like an entire weekend, they'll just have a bunch of people set up like in their front yards, church parking lots, or just almost anywhere there's open space. People will come together and they have these giant group yard sales. And you can find some really good deals. You would be amazed at what these people put out. But I think I might have told this story before, but my sister found a complete collection of the McDonald's Beanie Baby Happy Meal toys, all 12 of them. I think she ended up paying $5 for it. Just like, oh, hey, now I finally have all these things from 30 years ago. Somebody just had them sitting in their house. Like, yeah, I'll put all these in a bag and say, I'll take $5 for it at a yard sale in 2024. But sometimes you can find Legos. A lot of people have, like, not so much anymore because vinyl, I guess, has had some sort of comeback. But you used to be able to find records and all sorts of, like, old music and stuff. Really, really cheap. Yeah, oh, the Lego trains are awesome. I had a bunch of those when I was in, well, I still have them. They're storage. They weren't that expensive, I don't think. But I know they're more expensive now. Yeah, Lego in around 2004, 2005, they did have a lot of problems. But I remember the late 90s, right around when Harry Potter started getting super popular, they kind of started doing a shift. Here we go, not actually getting anything done and talking instead, but that's fine. We can watch them build stuff. They started doing a shift kind of from their own internal IPs, like the Rock Raiders and all the other like different themed building sets, and instead focused on commercial tie-ins. And that's when we got a bunch of the Indiana Jones and the Star Wars and the Harry Potter and all that stuff. And then the price started going up and up and up and up and up. I was like, all right, make your money. I guess that's fine. But I miss being able to just like say, hey, I'm going to buy a Lego set. Because now it's like, all right, well, are you going to sell your kidneys? You going to take out a mortgage on your house or what? Oh, Connects were awesome. Yeah, they had a Ninja one. Was it Ninjago or something? They also had all those video games too. And I watched a really good video. Well, I thought it was good, at least, on Lego Racers. The original Lego Racers, not Lego Racers 2. The one where the final boss is, was his name Rocket Racer or something? But, talking about, like, Lego video games are just completely different these days. Like, you can't make games like that anymore. But, man, I loved those games. They had Lego Island, of course. That's the one I think a lot of us are going to remember. Was it 1996 or something? Lego Island. They had Lego Creator, which was like a 3D building toy. The Lego Land game. Lego Loco, where you could make like a train set. And all these different interactive elements. That was fun. And then I already talked about Lego Racers. Then Lego Island 2 was pretty good. It was different. Still pretty good. But after that, I think is when they started making like the Lego Star Wars and the Lego Indiana Jones video games. And all that stuff. I never played any of those. Put in a stair at the end of the bypass so they can build in 3 directions at once. Right, we can put one here. Three along overhang by the last water source you added last because now they can't build it easily. Oh, you're talking about here? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem to get to. So I probably should I wanted to keep the nasty out of here. But I guess there's probably... oh, I didn't have to get rid of that. Because all I have to do is... No, I'm gonna have to turn this around. Because they can't build this if there's nothing underneath it. So they have to be able to get... probably to this spot, but I don't want to waste... Alright, we'll do a bridge. We'll do a bridge instead. Because they can build from the end of the bridge and then the corners. And then we just replace this with a... an overhang. My parents have been pulling out my old Lego trying to put the sets back together and re-gifting them to my kids. That's fun. I know you can find the old set manuals online in a lot of cases. I never throw anything away. If you've seen my house, you would understand. But I don't know that I could locate all the instruction manuals for all my Lego sets. I've got like I don't know, a couple tubs of those, the Rubbermaid containers, just loose Lego pieces. And I've got a couple sets that I still have assembled, but I do not remember what sets I had. I do not remember where the instructions are for them. I hope I can find all the stuff so in case I ever want to put them back together, but hey, that's the way it goes. Yeah, getting your younger relatives, or I don't have any kids, but or your kids into something that you enjoy, provided it's appropriate for their age and understanding of how things work, asterisk, is really, really fun. Going to bed. Nice to see you live. Good night from Denmark. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Sorry if you've already left and I didn't see your comment till just now. No, speaking of Lego, yeah, there you go. Turn around the overhangs. No, because I still need them to go this way. Germany's saying good night. Have a good stream, everyone. Thanks for being here. Turn the overhangs around and needs to only build one column of platforms and use the 1x3 overhang to support the other overhangs. I guess. But I already did this, so I'm not going to redo it. Maybe over here, once we actually get to this part, we can do that. I'll just put this down here, and I think they can still reach all of this. This will have to go this way. Oh, we're going to run into a problem here with when the Badwater's coming in. That's going to be... Oh, I can just put irrigation barriers here, here, here. That'll work. I believe archive.org does have a lot of those, yeah. My ex-cousin, oh, that's an interesting family dynamic then, invited me over once to see his $400 Lego set he got for Christmas. My assumption was he wanted me to help him. He proceeds to tell me only he's allowed to touch it. I called my ride home. Understandable. Although now I think a $400 Lego set is just like a mid-priced Lego set. I remember they had a Statue of Liberty one that came out a long time ago. It might have been 2001, 2002, which would have made sense contextually, but I wanted to say that one was $300, and people were just like, that's insanely expensive. But now it's like, all right, well. I bought him a drill since he lives on a farm. One of his other brothers got him a chainsaw. One of your other brothers got him a chainsaw. He was loving it at Christmas playing with them. Are you talking about like actual chainsaws and drills for like a child, or... Okay, I saw the quote marks. Never mind. I don't know. I feel like if you grow up on a farm, you have a lot earlier access to dangerous things because it's expected you're going to help out with things. And that can be fun as long as you know how to responsibly use them. Yep, we just connected the stairs. Aren't Legos for kids? Not at these prices. You got that right. Unemployed builders. Unemployed beavers. Yeah, we can do that. Planks. I will set this to be an obtain because this is going to be conveniently located. Then, actually, you know what we can do? Is I can put 2 more of these here. And then this can be for metal blocks, and this can be for logs. Both set to obtain. I think that'll be nice. Morning from Australia. Hello. Does Badwater affect land in the vicinity? Yes. Does it have to physically touch the land? It will. I believe it will go through levees, but not as severely. Minecraft Lego. Yeah, I'm never buying Minecraft Lego because I can just open Minecraft and play Minecraft. I don't know, maybe like a little tiny thing. If they had a small, like, cheap one I could put on my desk and just like, oh, hey, look, that's cool. But at that price, no. Absolutely not. Yeah, I think a lot of people, part of the problem, there are many problems, and I'm not going to attempt to solve them because that's impossible, but a lot of the problem people have with, I think, judging other people is they just don't understand how other people live. Talking about, like, a lot of people would be like, you can't have a kid go and learn how to use a gun at 8 years old. If you live in the middle of nowhere and your family hunts and you have to defend stuff, it is probably smart for your child to know how to do that. But obviously that's not going to be a universal experience, so people tend not to just understand anything that they don't know themselves. But I digress. Any programmers in chat? I learned how to say hello world in JavaScript once. And that is the extent of my programming knowledge. Ran out of metal. Yes, we did. So we need more smelters. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Because I kind of boxed myself in here. Yeah, because I'm not going to have... I probably could put another couple overhangs here, but I don't really know what we're going to do with that. 4 hours to make a plank. We can make three planks. Metal blocks. 3 metal blocks in 4 hours, so in a full day of 16 hours we can make math. 12. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it to get this done. So I got to find somewhere else to put these things. So maybe since our food situation is looking so good and this is completely full at all times, what is this? I can replace these with smelters maybe. Corn rations and eggplant rations. I think we're already making those here. Yes. So these are going to go bye-bye. And what we'll do instead is we will put 2 smelters here and here, and then until we have something else to do, I'll just do one of these numbers. And now we have a mess that we have to actually get built. Hopefully they can do that. Oh, nobody can grab this stuff. That's a whole bunch of planks. Let's slide that over. There we go. Except now I don't want them to be able to do this. Did I? Aww. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Impermeable floor got permeabled. I got a little bit too eager with the shift backspace delete. Well, that'll solve itself. Or too long. What about near your fermenters? This is food. This is going to be food. But we can replace the 2 food factories that we removed over here. We can put them right in this exact spot. Although, I think we're going to wait because we need the metal for other stuff. Two corner power shafts you just replaced. Can't you remove them for... yes. Except for the... Oh, no, you're absolutely correct. You are 100% correct. Am I going to have enough to build another one of these? Yes. That is absolutely something we can do. Cool, cool, cool. And that's operating. Prioritized by haulers. Wait for this one to get done. Do the same, and then do the same for there. Nightmare Beaver difficulty where you can only make one resource per district. No, thank you. That sounds horrible. Especially if you've been watching the Water Beaver playthrough. And we've seen firsthand in that one just how heinous the district mechanic can become. It is, that's rough. But we doubled the amount of smelters we have. It's not a perfect implementation, but this does work. So that's going to be nice. I will give them a shortcut path here so they can get into that. But that's really going to help us out a lot. And, you know, we might actually stand a chance of getting this somewhat finished, quote-unquote, today. We'll see what happens. We've got potential here. Add an overhang, add another smelter. I think we're going to be fine with 6. Especially because now they can't just build all of them at the same exact time anymore. They're going to have to build in stages. But that's going to give us a lot of time to figure out how we're going to do the rest of this. Because this is going to have to be here now. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. That is, yep, still the correct height. We're going to run into an issue here where this is no longer going to be the best way to have this laid out. So we might actually have to shift once we get over to this side here. Give me 1 second to fix. Oh, no, I was wrong. Imagine that. This can go here and then here, here, and then that is actually not gonna... Yeah, I can't use the 6 by here. That's gonna have to be a 3. Okay. Don't you love troubleshooting in real time? But the 3 there, which means this is gonna have to be... Actually, this didn't even have to be a 3. This could have been a whatever. That's going to be set up like so. Yeah, that's going to be, I guess we'll just leave that as it is. That right like that. And then what we can do is we could actually have this come up here. A little bit shorter. And then, can I do a 6? No, I'm going to have to do a 5. Yeah, that's going to work out great to do that way. And then I could either just keep this completely straight, like so, and just make it a little bit smaller. Or we could have this whole thing do a turn here. That might actually be better to just turn it and then keep the 4 by... yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. That's going to have to go there. Except it probably doesn't have to be 4 by until it gets to about here. But if that's going to be the case, then it should come in from this side. Maybe. I don't know. I think I've just overcomplicated the snot out of this, doing this way. I don't know. I guess I can read chat. Why not build from the other side? Well, that could mean anything at this point. Do you know if you're allowed to place dirt on top of the overhangs? I don't think so. I think dirt can only be placed on other dirt. It would be really cool if you could, though, because then you could make a bunch of caves. That would be a whole lot of fun. So why don't we start here? This spot right here. Actually, no, we can't start there because this has to come all the way up to that height. That's going to be the full height. And that's going to be like that. This... Yeah, because this is going to be on the outside. That can just come straight in, join here, and then this can come in from that side. Which really means that we're going to have a little bit of a complicated structure to build the rest of this. It's going to be interesting to figure this out. Can I get away with doing... Right, actually, no, I cannot. That's going to be wrong again. Yep, that'll go there, which means then that this going all the way across here. No, I'm going to want this to be a 6 by, I think. Yeah, okay, that's going to work great, because then this can, actually, this specific one has to be a 5. Because then this comes all the way up. This comes all the way up. That comes super all the way up. And then this can just come straight in on a little thing, then this joins here, here, here. It might be a little shallow here, actually. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll figure it out. Instead of putting overhangs from the right, build from the left. Well, that's what I've been doing. Unless you're talking about from the inside. No, I think this is going to work out okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be about the same amount of materials anyway. I think we're going to be fine. Just going to take a long time to build it. But this bit here actually doesn't need to exist like this. This can come in. This was a 6 by, right? Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? No, 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 no. No, no, no. This needs to be a 6. Don't you love watching me fumble around like this? Absolute top tier entertainment here. Yeah, this one had to be a 5. But then all of these could be a 6. And then that could actually be a 4. And that would cover all of this. Yeah, actually, that works. And then this doesn't even have to be here. But the issue we're going to run into with this is then this is going to have to be built from the outside here. So it is going to be kind of an unavoidable scenario. And then you have to think about, well, do we want to blast down all this? I don't think I want to be bothered with that, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's not do that. That going to fit here? No, that's got to be a 4. Alright, and then once that gets done, they can build... that's going to be complicated. I might have made a mistake. Maybe. I guess we'll see. I'm just trying to think of, like, building order here. Because I know they'll be able to, build here, then to here, and then to here, which is going to allow them to build here and here. But then this is built on top of this mess. But if this is already built, then they're not going to have any problems getting to this. So you know what? I think we're fine. The biggest problem is going to be when we get to here. Because this can't be built unless there's a space here. Yeah, so they're going to be stuck on this unless I have some sort of another setup for this. I don't know. I think the easiest way to solve this problem is just to suck it up and put one of these things here. Just so they can get the bridge built, if you will, to get over here. And then instead of this, for the first bit, we will replace it with a suspension bridge. And then they can build, from the suspension bridge, they can build this, and then this, which will connect with this. Yeah. There we go. I think we solved it. Did they fix the impermeable floor yet? Yep, they sure did. So now I think we can just watch and build this. It's 13% contamination. Wowee, they got a lot to build. We're going to have to take our time getting that finished, I guess. But this should be doable. This here will just come along this way. That's already the correct height. And then I'm just going to have a space here to put in some additional stuff. I know this is going to be... nope, that can't go there. That can't go there. This has to be actual levees. All the way up. So actually, this bit has to be left out. So I have to, first of all, have these more or less completely blocked in, so I don't get confused. Why did I scroll up? I don't need to do that. That's the correct height there. Alright. That is the full height on... Oh, I forgot this one. Derp. This was a mistake. Alright, now, he says for the 18th time, now we have to actually get this figured out. This is not, that's not ideal. Well, short of, you know, doing some other kind of nonsense, I think what we're going to have to do is just, that. It's easier. Easier than dealing with all that nonsense. We create our own nonsense instead. So this will end up with a... Is that a 5 by? Yeah, 5 by here. At that level, this will just be levees. Then this won't have to have a levee here, because this will end up spilling out into this whole mess. And this can come straight across here. I think that's going to work. This is not arranged nearly as nicely as this one or this one in terms of getting stuff set up, but I think it's going to work. It's not a mistake until Beaver Society starts into a death spiral. Well, we're not in a death spiral, are we? Really good in problem solving for problems that didn't need to exist. Yep. You've summed up my entire life. I create my own problems, then I have to solve them. I've gotten good at it, though. Kurt is probably asleep. It is very, very late at night over there. Catch you later. Got to go. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. What's the idea with the water spots? You want to get rid of the bad water? Yes, I would like for all of these craters to only be clean. No bad water anywhere in a crater. It all just gets shoved completely off the map. We solved that problem for this one, and for this one, and then this one I just dynamited so it can go away. This one here. Oh, this one was also filled with nasty water, but we fixed that. And then this one, I don't know what I'm doing with yet. But once we get this one built up, taken care of, then we will have basically solved the map. It's called Beaver Rome, right? And the text on the map when you go to load it up says Rome wasn't built in a day, and then some other reference to beavers, because it takes a long time to get everything taken care of. But it's cycle 64. We've been in here for a very, very long time. This is quite hideous, but it is working, which I guess is something to be celebrated. Very, very, very slow process. All I've got to do now is get this brought over this way. So I think we're going to have to build from this direction going this direction. And yep, that's going to do it. Let's put a... Oh, nope, that's going to be a 4 by here. And then 6 by here, 6 by here. And then all we have to do is just line this with this. Ah, that was one bit too low. I was incorrect. Oh, that's annoying. I hate when I have to click on this every single time. I'm holding shift. It does not work. Do not suggest I hold shift. Now, I just have to move this up one more level, and I think we'll be good. Yep. One here, one here, one here. Then a 4, and then a 6, and then a 6. And then this can be properly taken care of. I'll leave... Not that one, actually, because I'm not going to be able to reach it. I'll leave this one open. Leave a space here. This can go all the way across. I think this will work. I think it'll work. It should not overflow. But I might need to make this one wider here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Keep the build menu open when deleting. I have the build menu open. That's what this is. Are you serious? I just did this and it didn't work. Whatever. Oh, that's so frustrating when it does that to me. So that's going to come this way. That's going to come this way. This is this way, this way, this way, coming in this way. You know what? I gotta build another one of these here. This is really not turning out to be the shining example of excellence that I wanted it to be. Oh, that's too long. Come on, lag. There we go. Yeah, because this is gonna have to go here all the way across. Yikes. Well, I guess it works. This levee can then go away, and that can, I guess, scoot its way past here. I don't know, maybe if it sucks, we'll just have to redo it. Outer side of the plus, they won't be able to build unless you give them a tiny little bridge. What plus? Are you talking about, like, right here? No, they're going to be fine. They can get to this. I think I have this set up in a way they're going to be able to get to it. Get rid of that. That should work. Is the idea to aqueduct away the Badwater? Yes, precisely. That's what's been done here, and then we did a slightly different design over here that just shoves all the water together underground and then up. That looks a little cleaner. This looks pretty cool. This is going to look significantly less nice when it's done, but it is going to work. Alright, so now we've got to wait for the water to come back. It hasn't filled back up yet to where it can come through this, but eventually it'll be good. Would it be possible to get crazy high flow by pushing multiple water sources through a one-wide pipe? Because the water can't overflow. The sources will just shut off if there's not sufficient space for them to send water. So when you encapsulate a water source, it does just shut off. It would be cool if they have a height limit from where the beavers can build. There is a height limit in terms of going vertically up. But going down, are you talking about like depth of water? Because I don't think that mechanic exists. Yeah, but the suits would be cool for depth. You have to go below a certain depth of water or whatever. or any depth of Badwater, you had to have a suit. That feels like that's very, very advanced technology compared to what the rest of the game normally lets you do. But I would be very interested to see that. It seems like something that maybe the water beavers would end up doing. I don't have any clue what the timeline is on getting that to update 6. Water is good. Make sure you're hydrated. And the bots. The bots also serve the same purpose as what we're talking about. Hats for jobs. Okay, well you say that, but the farmer beavers do have straw hats. Let's see if I can find one. Okay, maybe not over here. Is one of these a farmer? Yeah. See, hubby right here is a farmer. He's got a hat on. Little straw hat. Very, very, very hard to get the camera to cooperate with me here. But the farmers do have the hats, which is cool. And then the builders have like these harnesses so they can carry stuff on their backs. Pretty neat detail they added for Update 6. Grillers having aprons would also be cool. Barbecue dad, except they're not... I don't know if the beavers would have a different term for it. Kiss the beaver. You got to be careful with that one. Miners have hard hats with lights. That would be cool. Are you saying they do, or are you saying you'd want them to? Because I have not actually looked, and now I want to look. Alright, so I guess we'll wait and see who comes down here. If they're just normal, boring old beavers. Yep, they sure are. Anyone going to come out of the mine? Did they get the hat when they go in the mine? Or there is... Okay, there's no hat. Boo. Boo, I thought that was real. That sounded so cool. Do you think a faction that has floatable buildings would be cool? That would be awesome. I don't know if they could do it with the game engine, though. That might be kind of hard. The Water Beaver mod currently is built much more around building in and with the water than the other two factions are. So that could be something to look into if you're looking for that. But it is also extremely difficult. 10 injured beavers? We have 13, yes. I believe... Oh, these are actually pretty much all full. But we do have... We got 4 here, 3 here, we got 7, we got 14. We have 14 beds. So we do have space for all the injured beavers currently. Hey, Battery Smooth. Talking about modding. I did install, you'll be happy to know, I did install the mouthwashing station, but no one so far has done unspeakable verbal crimes. This is not an invitation, but the threat is now there for punishment. Are the injured beavers in the hospital beds or waiting for a bed? They should just be the ones in the beds. Yeah, they're in beds. They're good. Although now we have 14, so maybe it's time to build some more. I got room over here to put a few in. Yeah, I'll just put 3 more in for now. Can build housing underneath waterfalls? Yes. Waterfalls never did and still don't get beavers wet. Because it's not, the game does not treat it as water, it just treats it as a visual effect to show that water is falling. But the water is not actually occupying the vertical space. How are we, yeah, okay. We're making progress, we're getting there. Very, very slowly, but we are getting there. What's the ringing bell? That is... Well, it's just called a bell, but that is what rings at the beginning and the end of the workday as specified by this value here. Yeah, the Penguin Fight Club. Yep. Put a little ditch outside all the houses for what? Like a latrine? That's horrifying. Since we don't seem to be getting any fewer incapacitated beavers, I might as well just go ahead and put in a couple more medical beds here. Just so we have a little bit extra capacity. And make sure this is nice and connected, which it is. Mic audio levels are perfect. Good to know. I will note that for future streams. I have no idea what happens to beaver waste. I think the game just chooses to ignore that that's a problem. What do you think the Badwater is? Well, I think canonically the Badwater is like nuclear waste or stuff from the human era. Yikes. Yeah, we would like to not have on-the-job injuries if at all possible. I have not played around with the detailers yet, no. That will probably be a next stream thing. After I have time to put together the files and everything. Beaver's Union mod? What, so you have to negotiate, what, like SimCity? Where you have to negotiate with the different petitioners and stuff? That would be, I feel like that would be really funny for like 10 minutes and then just be super annoying. Beavers on strike. Oh, oh no. Because I know, what, SimCity 3000 had a really good system for that. For dealing with different public nuisance type people. And the different advisors and everything saying, oh, you gotta enact this ordinance or we're gonna protest. It's like, alright, try me, and then you don't do it, and then they do. They start a riot somewhere in the city and you have to go deal with it. There's a lot of social commentary in SimCity that I think a lot of people didn't notice. Still interesting. If you can't cut road funding, you will regret this. Yep. The exact same thing. I think my favorite one was in SimCity 3000. They had just the names of these citizen interest groups. It was like, what, the Below Average Bowlers League? And the guy that always comes to talk to you for that one is wearing like a Hawaiian shirt or something. And Citizen Watchdogs, and it's like some grandma. It's always complaining about stuff. How do we still have... we got too many beavers. We don't need so many beavers. I'm going to pause a couple of breeding pods. Because we have 12, 18, we have 20. We have 22. I just paused 2 of them, so maybe that will solve that problem. Why not put lanterns in? Because they take up space. I really liked the mod for Update 4 that had paper lanterns and Torii gates in them. Because you could put those on the paths and it didn't take up any more space. And it looked really good. Would it be worth having more builder's huts? Oh, I was going to do that and then I got distracted. Yes. We absolutely can have more builder's huts. Yeah, just nice and easy there. 50,000 science. Yeah, you got that right. We got these guys going. Shift mechanic. Yeah, we did talk about that a little earlier in stream. You were here for that, because you've been here since the beginning. But that would be very interesting. Yeah, unionized beavers in an RCE video would be probably one of the funnier things the internet has ever seen. Yes, we need to prioritize these. Although they've already started building them, so maybe not. Planks have become a problem. For sure. I've got 7 of these. Probably should have 8. But the problem also could just be that we have been building way too much endlessly. Maybe we just need to take a break and start doing some other stuff. Also, how are we looking on wood? We've been really, really using a lot of wood. Oh, and I didn't even replant this. I didn't even plant any of these extra trees. Oops. Nor did I detonate this. Okay, well. Let's do that real quick. If they can even plant anything here. I think they should be able to. Yeah, that'll work. So, Lori here, if you're still in chat, this is where you were currently working in the game. Can get some of these planted. Yeah, we got injured beavers. Pause gear production to save planks. Yeah, we can pause. I'll pause 2 of them for starters. We'll see. That helps. Because they've gotten a lot of stuff done in the past little bit. There's not that much left to do, except what is left to get done is a lot. It is a lot. I think we're gonna find out that this is not what this is supposed to end up looking like. Yeah, because this is gonna have to get built here, but then underneath this, instead of having this go all the way across, I might actually just have this be a 2x, so we can just have this be straight into, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Not that big of a deal. The grown trees marked for cutting, they should all be, yeah, that's crops. Then I just have to mark this little bit here. That's ready. And now I'm going to have to do the same thing here that we did before. 2. That works. Are you a beaver yet? Let's find out. I do not see a John with 2 ends. No. There should be no children, and there are not. Random coyote attacks and raccoon raids. Where are those guys? Where are they going to come from? As far as we know in the lore of the game, the beavers are the only species that survived to dominate the earth. I don't think the developers really want a combat aspect to it either. Off map. Dynamites. Oh, this one is good. I guess I didn't need to go down 2. I could have just gone down 1, but having stuff match is nice. So that'll go there, and then this can go here. More logs. That works. I probably should redo this at some point, but not right now. So now we have more builders to do all this stuff. Planks are going to continue to be a problem, but they are building this, which is good. Father, I crave the wash. I did see the multiplayer mod. I want to try it at some point. But I'm going to have to be selective of who I do it with. We'll see. Oh, you don't want me to use the, you don't want me to use mouthwashing station? If it doesn't work, we won't use it. I don't want to crash in the middle of the stream. Random sickness, well, that's kind of... Oh, no, the water beavers have random sickness. The base game does not. Oh, beaver buddies. Okay, okay. All right, good. I was about to say, like, it's up. I hope nothing's wrong with it. Alright, so it seems Devilish is begging to be cleansed. Are we gonna accept that as an invitation? Devilish is in the game. Age 70. Should we build a mouthwashing station area? Where would be the most appropriate place to put this? Oh, it's got to be right here. It's got to be right here. Everyone in these rooftop terraces can watch. This is like the perfect place to do this. Someone was born. Yes, they were. You need benches as bleachers. Wait, what? They got like, they got ringside seats right here. This is in the splash zone. All these seats are in the splash zone. You're telling me that's not good enough? All they got to do is finish building this, and then someone can get washed. All right. All right, friends. Is it time? Is it time to wash? Let's find out. You stand accused of asking to be washed. Do you find yourself guilty? I don't need to save the game. We're good. It wasn't this mod that had the problems. No response. That means you're guilty. Now you are unclean. But you're going to, I guess, finish your workday because you have to do that. All right. Dirty mouth. -1. Cleanse yourself. Where are you going? Report to the cleaning station immediately. The court of public opinion is ruthless when it comes to stuff like this. The game really wants the beaver to finish its task. Understandable. It's important work is being done here. But now I think the task is all done. So I guess we'll find out in just a moment here. All right. The cleaning has begun, and look at all the audience for the show. Look at them. Look at them. They're all just gazing on in awe. Full house. The game will even delay a beaver's death until it finishes its task. Oh, that is dystopian. Yeah, look at all these guys. How far does the splash zone go? Yeah, like even some of these guys are probably getting wet. But they paid for the premium access, so they're going to get it. Look at this. Look at this. It's actually a very well attended look, and they're standing on the path here. They're getting an eyeful of what's going on here. Glug glug glug. It's like it's like that beaver washing machine in the water beavers. It's like, oh, you're thirsty, huh? I got you. Come here. You're not allowed to die until you're off the clock. Yep, sounds about right. Anyway, Devilish is now clean. And everyone got dinner and a show, I guess. Well, I also was going at single time speed so we could enjoy it in real time. Beaver washings are a town event. Yep. Severe cultural implications for this, for sure. They should get a wet fur boost. I wonder how easy it would be to implement that, actually. Based on beaver being within a certain radius of an active mouthwashing station. I'm not going to ask you to do anything else with this because I'm just not going to ask you to do it, but that would be an interesting thing. How are we doing here? Made progress enough to replace this with a overhang, for sure. Nope, that needs to be 5. There we go, folks. Looking good. If you do that, the beavers... Oh, then the beavers will visit them just to get the wet fur. So, okay, I got you. Put 4 of them around the base of one of the statues and trigger 4 people at the same time. Okay, you can't really trigger... You can't decide when they're going to go because it depends on how much of a task they have left to do. Hello, hello. You think your teeth need cleaning? Well, well, well. Are you in the game currently? You are not in the game, so I can't clean your teeth because they don't exist. But if you see yourself pop up in the bottom, let me know, and we can send you to the cleansing station. It should give you a damp fur buff that removes 1 morale. That would be funny, because that's so real, though. Like, if you're taking a shower, not beavers, but if you as a person are taking a shower, you're getting clean, which is good, and that's welcome. But if you're out in the rain, that's not fun. So that lowers your morale. Are you in to be washed? I don't know. We also can't spend too much time doing this or nothing's going to get accomplished and then some people are going to get mad. But you are in the game. If you choose to become unclean and receive cleansing. Is that what you wish? Actually might be able to use the ranged effect to give wet fur in a radius and only enable it when the animator's animation's active. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Alright, unclean it is. So I guess you're just going to sit there till the end of the workday. Oh, nope, there you go. Where are you going? Are you going to get clean? No, you're going to work. All right, well, we'll follow you around. We'll see what you're up to. Carrying planks back and forth. We already accomplished nothing. We're on cycle 69. To be fair, it's cycle 65. But yes, we accomplish much less in the same amount of time in these live streams than we do in the videos, for sure. I do not know which movie that is. Look at the efficiency of this work. Look at them go. Everyone's working so hard to build this thing. And I think we can start putting down the impermeable floors when we're finished with this cleansing that's going to be occurring. All right. I think we are going to the cleaning station. All right. The walk of shame has begun. And now the audience is arriving. And there we go, folks. Dinner and a show. Got to get a nice clean recording. Oh, I was going to send you one of those like 6 months ago and I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I do need to do that. Yeah, there's a whole lot of environmental spray here. All right, you are half clean. I love the placement of this. This is such a great place to put this because everyone can watch. Oh, and then when you're done, your barracks are right here, so you can just go right to bed. I believe somebody said it was like 7 in-game hours or something. I feel like you need to rip one from a stream to really get the authentic emotion. Fair enough. But those things are organic, so it just kind of has to happen. Okay, go right to bed completely sodden. You got it. That's the true misery of the mouth cleansing experience. Right to bed, straight away into the barracks. It's like drinking Drano. Legally, I have to tell you, do not do that. Sure, it cleans you out, but it leaves you hollow inside. Oh, jeez. I guess. Sure. I love the detail of the brush and the bar of soap. Honestly. Oh, we have so much fun with this. This is why streams are great. You can't get this from a video. You really can't. Now, how are they... Can they even build this? They can. Okay, they're in the process of doing it. We're good. Alright. Turbo mode back on. We got to get them to build the rest of this. Is your beaver available? Alright, let's find out. To be clear, we're not going to do this for every single person that asks, but... I can't read. I don't think you're in here, no. Yeah, washing your mouth out with soap is not an enjoyable experience. I don't think it's supposed to be. Had to bite the bar. I got the liquid soap squirted in my mouth. No, I don't clean my teeth with soap. That's what toothpaste is for. You redacted the sacrilegious statement? Well, okay, well, what was the original statement? What's toothpaste? Your dentist must be a millionaire. I clean my teeth with acid. Don't do that either, kids. That's a bad choice. Alright, is someone going to finish this? No, they're just grabbing materials. Alright. Got crushed hot red peppers in our... Not, red's not in there. Crushed hot peppers in our mouths when we swore. I like the taste of peppers, though, so that's the problem. I can just imagine whatever, like, verbal chastisement went along with that. It's like, oh, you like spicy things, huh? You like saying spicy words? Well, eat some spicy peppers or something like that. Angry mom quotes can be hilarious. Acid does, in fact, eat through bone. Yes. I, too, saw Breaking Bad. Hydrogen peroxide is good for cleaning. But, yeah, absolutely do not swallow it. Oh, yeah, no. 6-year-olds definitely do not like that. Hey, JJ. Alright, how is this... Yeah, the planks are going to continue to be an issue for a while, so why don't we go ahead and start putting down impermeable floors. And just get this finished ahead of time. This, actually, we don't need to have these dams here. We can just replace them with sluice gates. Unless I can build something on top of them. Let's see, is it going to let me put a sluice gate on top of the... Oh, it will. Neat. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then... No, I'm still going to want to replace these with sluice gates anyway. Which, you know what? I'm just going to put the overflow sluices not here. But we don't need the water to get, you know, kept in here for that long. We can instead just put regular old levees here. And then the sluice gates along this side that are just always open. And then on top of these, we can have others. Yeah, there's no reason for them to be over here. This could just be the regular Badwater overflow because the sluices don't let water in the other way. So that solves immediately our backflow problem if we do it that way. Yeah, steel wool. It'll clean your teeth. What's left of them. But it'll get them clean. That was built really fast because the it's just one item. So we can go ahead and just at risk of great danger to these things, we could go ahead and just place all of them somewhere. I was going to try, I don't know if it's going to let me do this, but... Yeah, see this, when I click and drag, it wants to select the floor too. So we won't do that. We will instead, see look how quick these go in, that's cool. Instead, we will just go everywhere that isn't the paths. So that when we do go put the paths in, or take the paths out rather, we can just place these where they're supposed to go. Yeah, that's going to go just like that. Making good progress here. And since we're getting a drought coming up, I am pretty confident we can get this completed before the next bad tide, so we maybe be able to do this. Soap connoisseur, you say? Path deleter tool. That actually, I think, would be very useful. Would that just be a separate button here for delete, demolish building, delete rubble, resource? Would this just be like a fourth thing here? I think a lot of people would appreciate that, actually. Specifically because of the pathing over the impermeable floors. I was going to put more mangroves in, maybe, but we haven't run out, so we might not need to. Christmas Story is a great movie. Copy, delete rubble, change the filter from rubble to path done. Oh, that's it? Oh, that's super simple. Yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead if you want to do that. That would be a fantastic addition. Do I have enough logs to... There we go. We absolutely can get this working here. These paths can go away for sure, because we don't need to build anything else over here. Well, once they get this done, we won't need to build anything else over here. This path can go ahead and move one more over. Then that can get done. There we go. All of these levees in place. I'll leave that one on the end open so we can build the rest of the things here. Need to remove the one levee on the sides so the beavers can build the levee stack in the back. I thought we were okay. Oh, okay. Well, since it's about to be a drought, this is going to be fine. I was going to just put this in here. That's how we're going to solve that. All the Muppets movies were great. They really did a good job with those. That can go there as well. Making progress, folks. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put this, all this stuff in, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have this done by the end of this drought. We got a day and a half, and then it'll probably be at least 6 or 7 days. I think they can do it. Although the metal, with all of the individual pieces we put in, might lag a little bit. I think we'll be okay. I just have to think about how I'm going to solve this thing. That's not really a great way to do this. Wood's starting to be a problem. Oh, it super is, because we built all these things. Okay, there's a couple trees coming to cutting. These are all marked, right? The cassavas are marked. That's not supposed to be a thing. Let's fix this first of all. There we go. Yeah, none of this needs to be marked because these are all just stumps. Oh, those are seedlings that died. All right, that's fine. It probably doesn't have any effect on the game performance to get rid of that, but I figured we might as well. These trees continuing to... Yeah, they're popping up. We'll be okay. Again, we just built a whole lot of stuff all at once. That's just the way it goes. I do have a Twitch. I have not streamed on it in like 2 years. Maybe almost 3. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been trying to get back onto there for months, but something always comes up. But we will at some point. Tree cutting does have a measurable performance. Really? I guess it has something to do with, like, indexing different spaces where beavers can and cannot go. Well, we'll have to keep on top of that then. I believe that's everything we need to worry about. Oh, this whole mess over here. Definitely not. Okay. Well, that's going to get solved real quick. Alright. Do I still have a lumberjack over here? I do not remember if I do. I don't see one. But we have all these, oh, there's some oaks over here. Yeah, okay. Let's, the one thing right there. Let's get somebody in here. Kohlrabi seedlings. Where can I put? I guess I could just pop this at the end of, right here, and then he can get to where? Alright, so we'll do an extra 8 spots. That'll be good, because we could definitely use the wood. And now it is a drought. And we are making some decent progress here. Now we just have to wait for all of this disaster nonsense to get done. Twitch eats a ton of resources on the PC compared to YouTube. Well, wouldn't that be more of your streaming software than the website? I don't know, because I've done both, and I've never noticed either being a problem. Because I just would always run the same thing, exact same thing through OBS. I would just change the target for the streaming thing to be the Twitch key versus the YouTube key. Why do you still have water dumps when you're just marked the trees for chopping? This area? Oh, yeah, these can go away. These don't need to be here. That was a relic of when this was just all completely bad water. That was why that was a thing. So we can absolutely take care of that. Because this right now is set to only let the good water in. We don't even really need this to be a thing at all. In fact, this hasn't gone up at all. Probably because there shouldn't be any nasty water in here. Yeah, 0%. Okay, well we can get rid of these then. Those don't need to be there. Neither does this little tank for bad water. And all these little things for scrap metal, because there's no metal over here. Those can both go away. All that garbage on the ground will get picked up. Not a big deal. So now all this stuff's moving elsewhere. Good. Get an overview of today's doings. Yes. So the main thing we've done, even though I said at the start of the stream it was not what we were going to do, has been to build this little Badwater diversion thing here. And so that's a lot of this has been trying to map this out, and it's kind of ugly, and I maybe could have done it a little bit better, but that's what we've been doing. And then we also added the Dirty Mouth mod, which is actually a mod Battery Smooth made bespoke for me last year, because people in chat were saying inappropriate things. So we had to clean their mouths out with soap, and that's what this does. You zoom in, it's actually got a bar of soap and a little brush here, which is really cool. And if you click on a beaver, just for example, there's this button that says unclean. You can click on them, and then it gives them a debuff that makes them not want to work. And then they go here, and then they have to get their mouth washed out. And because I put all these rooftop terraces here, it turns into like, I called it dinner and a show. With these guys just chilling here. It's a good time. We've had fun with this. We have a good time here. We have a good time in the streams. It truly is really, really fun to get to do this stuff with you guys. That's a joke dating back to the diorama build live streams that we did last summer. I think it was last summer. Before update 5 came out. That was a lot of fun because it's a small map, so we would have a lot of time waiting and just talking about whatever. And then, of course, you know, people get to talking about different things, and then sometimes they say inappropriate things. We have to clean their mouths out. Could build lanterns for lighting. We could if I had space. Unfortunately, the lanterns in the base game have to take up an entire tile. So we would not really have anywhere to put them. Also, these have the fire pits. So I thought this was just fine as it is. The diorama streams were on Update 4, yes. Update 5 came out on September 28th, I think. Yeah. So I think... Oh, yeah, that one was coming over from this side. That's why it's like that. All right. We are good to go. We just have to wait for the wood to refill. There's a whole lot of it that's got to get used. And then, of course, this is going to take quite some time to get done. But I guess I could go ahead and put this thing here. And then get rid of that so they can at least build the rest of this mess. Something tells me we're going to need a lot more wood to get that taken care of. A lot more. And they've cut some of this down already, so why don't we go ahead... Yeah, look at all this wood here. I know you guys said something about this before. But there is so much wood that needs to get cut. I guess we could just keep on moving, yeah, keep on moving this in. We have so many beavers that aren't working. We might as well just absolutely inundate this area with beavers that are cutting trees. Same thing down here. And put in a, I don't know, stairs or something. Except that one I will put here for when we eventually get there. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, get that out of here. Yeah, most of the construction that's left on this is just requires a lot of wood. And this could be a couple hundred. Could be like 300 or 400 wood right here. At least. Yeah, because each of these things is 12. And there's 4, so it's 4. Oh no, this is a couple thousand pieces of wood. Because of all this verticality here. So what can we possibly cut here? Do we have a lumberjack that can cut all this? Yes. We do. What were they using before Blender for the animations? Or is that just the tool you're using? I am deeply unfamiliar with animation stuff. Recover the levee wall. Oh, this one, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Can they reach if I do 2 of these at a time? Yeah. Oh, they can't reach this one. Oh, this isn't connected. Alright, well now it is. Yeah, this is extremely not a required thing anymore. I guess I could... Oh, yeah, because they have the stairs here. I could just leave this whole thing. One fell swoop. We don't have to worry about it. See ya! 495 logs. And then, just put a path in. Yeah, that's super easy. That's what I'm talking about. Love to see that. And then that stream gauge, well, I guess we could leave it there. There's no harm doing that. But now, come and get the scrap. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at all this wood. And there's some metal, too, because we deleted the sluice gate. So that will actually get us substantially closer to this being done. I remember hearing about Maya and 3ds Max like 15 or 20 years ago, I think. Cinema 4D I heard about recently. Well, I know Blender's old too, but I've never used any of these things. I used to be Unity-based meshes and animations, but Update 5 brought about the custom mesh and animation file. 22 times smaller. Wow. That's cool. There's no beavers over here. What are they doing? Oh, duh. I sent them over here to do this. Pause the planks in the gears factory. Well, we need planks. I've already paused 2 of the gears factories, but I'll pause a 3rd just for you. I think we're okay. Can you connect the path on the lake? Connect it to where? Are you talking about here? I don't think we need to worry about it. This is going to need a path going there. These guys only have so much more they can get. So we'll have to start moving those too. So I'll put 4 there. And then these guys can go away. Alright, that solves that problem. They'll take care of that. The rest of this stuff is still down here. They're grabbing it. It's a process. We got 4 days left. Can we get this done in 4 days? Now that we have all of this wood. And maybe I shouldn't have high prioritized all this. I don't know. We do have a bunch of unemployed beavers, so maybe we could do a couple more builder's huts. If I can find space for them. I got a couple slots right here we could do. Go ahead and make those a priority. Yeah, so the logs have all been allocated over here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so look at this army of beavers here. Coming to grab all this mess. Oh, of course I missed a couple. Oh, maybe 20 years ago-ish, maybe a little more than that, one of my friends growing up was into making flash animations. Back before it was Adobe, I think it was Macromedia or whatever. He tried to get me into it, and like my computer couldn't run it, so I never was able to get started on that. But that was, oh man, that was when albino black sheep and Newgrounds and everything were like the dominant, hey, go look at this funny and completely inappropriate thing somebody made on the computer. Place to go look at stuff. Yeah, there's just something about those stupid little flash animations that has so much more charm than a lot of the newer stuff. I think it's because people had to be really creative with how to get around system limitations, especially with Flash, because that was a very resource-intensive thing to run on old computers. Yeah, Shockwave, for sure. All those websites with like the little simple point-and-click games. It was fun. That was, the internet was a very, very different place back before high-speed internet became a thing. It was almost like a social currency to a certain extent, because it took so long to do things online, like download pictures. Forget videos. You're never going to see videos until the mid-2000s. Or if you did, it was very, very, very compressed low bitrate stuff. But you can get MIDI files, not MP3s. You could get MIDI files of whatever band just put out an album. Someone would sit there with a keyboard and a MIDI sequencer and bang out a probably incorrect transcription of it, and you could listen to that on your computer if you had a good sound card. Heading off, catch you later. Thanks for being here, Mitchell. Appreciate you. Crust. Someone has actually suggested, I think multiple people suggested that in the Discord. So maybe. We'll see. Penguins are probably going to be over within a couple of weeks. We're one episode a week on those guys now. And then Prison Architect will probably also end around that same time, depending on what else we can still do or even want to do in that. And then I don't know what's going to be next, but I know I want to put at least one more new game out. Oxygen Not Included has been asked for a very, very long time. I think that one might be better as a stream game, but I do want to get started doing that. And then Roller Coaster Tycoon also would either be a good stream game, or if I download the Open RCT2 thing again, where it'll let me just speed up a lot, then I could make videos on that. ASCII art. Yes, Star Wars A New Hope. Someone in, I'm pretty sure, put the entirety of the Star Wars New Hope, whatever, in that ASCII format in the Computer Craft mod in Minecraft. This would have been 12 years ago or something. But I do remember looking at that. Hey kid, you want some OGG file? Yeah. Exactly. I just saw that Biffa did an announcement that he's going to be doing Oxygen Not Included. I think it was like privately for patrons. But a lot of people are starting to get into different stuff who have been doing in the past, like the Timberborn and the City Skylines and everything. So that's exciting. Did they get all the trees they can reach? Did I mark all of these? No, I did not. They can actually reach a couple more of these. Hey, Benday, good to see you. It is almost Friday. 3 hours from now. Where I live, it'll be Friday. City Skylines 2 has improved a lot. It still has a long way to go, but they've done a lot of work to it. I wish it would have been the way it currently is at launch. That would have been nice. But, you know, it is what it is. People have done their complaining about the game. It's not going to be helpful to continue that. Yeah, I really, really wish they could have just kept the Steam Workshop, because I hate having to go through separate mod things. But supposedly it's for the console players who still can't access the game on a console a year-ish after they're supposed to. I don't know, I kind of feel bad for them getting led on that they were going to be able to do it, but hey, development is hard. Stuff happens, and I definitely understand the pressure to deliver, especially after the enormous success that City Skylines 1 was. I don't think I ever played any of the Arma games or anything. Like, I'm not just saying development is hard as a meme. Like, it is legitimately just one of the most difficult processes now, because of how complicated everything is and how demanding people are of what games encompass. It's just unbelievable. Like, what, Skyrim is going to be 13 years old, I think. 13 years old this year, in a couple months. And its sequel is still, not only is the sequel not out, it's not even officially in development yet. Like, they have not come out and said, we are hard at work developing Elder Scrolls 6, because Starfield came out, what, last year? And they've done all this other stuff. Everything I've seen about Elder Scrolls 6 has basically suggested to me that they haven't even started working on it in any appreciable amount of effort. It's just wild to me. Like, Skyrim is going to be 13 years old. The gap between Oblivion and Skyrim was 5 years. The gap between Morrowind and Oblivion, I think, was 3. Maybe. Because everybody demands so much from stuff now. Like, you can't put out a half-finished product or people are going to tie you to the stake and set you on fire. They announced Elder Scrolls 6, like, I guess, officially announced it maybe a couple years ago, but they had a little teaser thing. Sheesh, I don't even know. A long time ago. Yeah, I'm not getting into The Sims. That's absolutely not happening. That would bankrupt me immediately. Is this the only one that can reach up here? Yeah. Well. I think we're okay enough on the log front now where we're not going to have to worry about these guys. Yeah, because that's completely done. So I guess we can leave this alone once they finish those. Unmark all these areas. Yeah, see, that's fine. Yeah, pre-ordering digital games is, like, mindless at this point. I can't, like, okay. Deviation from topic for a second. Well, not really. The new NCAA football game, they don't call it NCAA football, CFB 25, whatever it is. 2.2 million people paid $100 for the digital deluxe version of the game that let them play it 3 days early. 2.2 million people. And some of those were athletes that were paid to be in the game. Like every college football player who was in that game and signed up for the whatever got $600. And then some of them turned right around and paid for the early access version of the game to play it for 3 days. 3 days early. Well, that's also something people have been really, 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 really looking forward to for a decade. So maybe that's not the best example. But I don't know. It's become an environment where it is financially advantageous to overpromise and underdeliver and just get people's money as soon as possible and then not even deliver on what you said you're going to do. It's part of the reason I like the indie games so much. It's because, like, Timberborn has been under development for, at this point, while it's been out, almost 3 years in early access. And I have always felt like I had more than my money's worth, even when I first bought the game. And I have not paid a single cent more in the past 3 years for that. And we keep getting all this great stuff. Yeah, they need a new engine. Bethesda does. Creation Engine now is super old. Like, unbelievably old. Basically ancient in computer terms. I cannot believe they're still using it. Yeah, that's the other thing Concerned Ape with Stardew Valley. That's just a dude doing something because it's fun. He's probably made a ton of money selling it like it is, but he's just doing it, man. Because if you're just a single person doing this by yourself, and you don't have to have 300 3D modelers and programmers and games testers, and you don't have a board of directors and stockholders and everything to answer to, then you just do what you want. If people like it, great. If they don't, who cares? Because you're doing something you like doing. Whereas these big companies will just immediately terminate a project because it doesn't print money infinitely. Like, come on. There's got to be a better way to do this. Yeah, that's why it's so rewarding to do the indie games. Just because it is a person doing a passion project. And if you like it, you can send them some extra money. If not, then, well, no harm done. The shareholders are concerned that the bad tide will negatively affect the stock market. Yeah, they sure are. I think that's part of the reason, not to the same extent like with what happens with Bethesda, but the reason Cities Skylines 2 had the launch that it did was because of those external pressures. And Paradox isn't even a big studio or publisher, whatever they are. They publish games, and the people make the games. So you wouldn't think it would be the same kind of a debacle as all this AAA nonsense. But it ends up happening anyway because they have the hype and they say, oh, we can make a whole lot of money if we pay content creators for a solid year ahead of time to drum up interest in this game and talk about, I got to play Cities Skylines 2 early and all this stuff. And yeah, that's really cool. But if you're misrepresenting the complete state of the game and the features that are going to be in the game and the performance of the game, knowingly or unknowingly, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. You're setting up a community that was incredibly passionate about Cities Skylines 1 up for just heartbreaking disappointment. I loved that first game. We did a lot of streams on it. We had a great time. But Cities Skylines 2, I did like 1.5 and it barely even ran on my computer. It runs fine now, but at launch it was terrible. Like that is such an easy way to just completely murder all the support that you'd garnered over a decade of having a great product. Yeah, Manor Lords was a great success story that way. Near the third Badwater bypass exit, why not level that down that small hill near the builders' huts? This right here? We could. That honestly has not been on my priority list, but we could do that. That would be good for farming, actually. I want to make sure this is done before the next bad tide starts, which is why we have not been doing that yet. Humble Games, I didn't even know Humble Games was their own publisher. I thought that was just their thing, because I know they had the bundles and everything. Yeah, CD Projekt Red. Man, Cyberpunk was so frustrating. I never finished the game. I bought it, I installed it, I played maybe a little less than half of it. I didn't have the problems that other people said they had with it. Like, it ran fine on my computer. It didn't run amazingly well, but it ran fine. I enjoyed it enough, but the gap between what was promised and what was delivered was still substantial. Another good example of something, I guess, good coming out of that was the No Man's Sky thing, which apparently I've not played the game. I never did. I probably won't ever play it, but I have a couple friends who were really into it at launch, and they were really disappointed by how bad it was. And apparently now it's a completely different game. Like, the guy just does not stop releasing new updates for it. And it's really impressive, actually, to just see the amount of effort that's gone into fixing the problems and acknowledging that it was a bad launch. It's really cool to see. So this is too far to... Oh, okay. I made a mistake. Well, now that should be fixed. Where did the beans go? Oh, the beavers? They probably ran out of stuff that was in reach because I didn't connect the paths, but now that's fixed. Now they have access to do that. And this suspension bridge no longer has to be here. And we get to decide how this is going to be put into places here. I think I'm going to have to do a 2x1 overhang here, and then this will end up going all the way across like so. Is that connected right? Yeah. That'll go there. Then this will meet up here, and this will meet up here, and then everything should be good. And that will end up being a 2. Yeah. I think this is going to be fine once this is fully in place, which we should be able to do before the end of the end of the good tide, the way this is currently set up. You're going to continue water beavers? Yeah, no, I'm not done. I don't give up on stuff. Well, the games like this, at least. It is just really annoying trying to figure out how this bypass was going to work. But the chief proponent of the bypass idea did post in the Discord some ideas for fixing that. So we're going to try that. And I'm going to record that, actually, that one when we're done today. So probably as soon as this bypass is complete, I'm going to have to end stream so I can go record that. There's a chance I will not be around or not have the time to do stuff this weekend, so I want to make sure it's all taken care of before tomorrow. If you use the longer overhang, you could use a lot less wood. Don't need to section them off. The thing I'm trying to solve by doing it this way is the low water pressure, I guess, the best way to put it. Because this right here needs to combine with this and then this before it gets to here, and there's also one here. So what I was doing with that was to not have it be so wide that the water doesn't flow, if that makes sense. Thank God I need to sleep. I mean, you can sleep whenever you want. Like, I'm not going to force you to be here, but I always do appreciate when you are. Oh no, I was I did this wrong. I did it wrong. Oh, I've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. I need to make this into an overhang. And you might say, why not just have this connect? It's the principle of the thing. It's all about the principle. This has to go here. Then this has to go here. And then this joins up like this and then goes out. I think this should work fine. Okay, these are ready here. Left a comment on the Water Beavers. Wanted to thank you for that series. I know it's frustrating, but it's my favorite. I am glad you enjoy it. I will get around to reading all the rest of the comments as I have the time to do so. But I really do appreciate when you guys watch those, especially the later videos in those series, because the viewership drops off substantially the longer you get into there. Well, that's why I do the videos the way I do them. I don't want to just do a couple videos and then abandon a playthrough. I want to get through the game. I want to finish it. Which is why the penguins are still going, because we have not done everything there is to do yet. Is the Water Beaver map custom for you? No, it is available for anybody. It's called Lemon Canyon. But it does have to be downloaded separately from the others. And then you also have, there's other mods that you need to get besides just the base Water Beaver mod. I don't remember off the top of my head what they are. But there's one that adds additional crops, including the lemon trees. And then there's another one that has some sort of terrain-bound limitation change. And, I don't know, something else. I want to say the mods were listed in the first video description of that series. Or in the video itself. I might have done a text overlay. I'm not sure. Is there ever any win condition in Timberborn? There is now with the Earth Repopulator and then the Recultivator thing. That is officially the you won the playthrough thing that the developers put in. It doesn't end the game, but it does give you the finish screen and all that. Stir Friday, fantastic name, by the way. Thank you so much for joining Beard Boosters. I appreciate the support. You'll get tomorrow's video in, I don't know, whenever this stream ends. 20, 30 minutes maybe. Yeah, I cannot stand... If I'm trying to watch a video to learn how to play a game, I cannot stand when somebody makes edits and doesn't explain what happened. It drives me insane. The map should have listed dependencies now, so it'll prompt you to download them. That would be good. I admittedly have not done that much browsing on the new Steam Workshop for Timberborn. See how it works. Alright, so that's good. That's good. Those can both be put in. This can be put in. It doesn't, strictly speaking, have to be this way. Oh, why did I do this? Okay, well, I guess the 3x1 did have to be there. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna have this little hole here. That's stupid. So I'll go there. They should hopefully get this finished sooner rather than later. It's going to be a big process to get that done. Metal-wise, though, we're looking great on that. So I can go ahead and I can put in all of these. And yes, I think that will do it. Outside of getting them put in under here, but I didn't want to do that until the path was gone. Oh, hold on. Why is this not... Yeah, let's fix that immediately. I'll do those three first. This on the other side, we don't have to say goodbye to it, but I do have to build that here and that here. And then, of course, we can put the sluice gates in. I'll just have to put this last one in so they can... Or that can just get finished. That's fine, too. This one, of course, is just always open. This one is going to close below contamination of, say, what did we say? 2% was going to be fine. And then I'm going to need a... Oh, you know what? This is going to have sluice gates on it. We'll move it one more over. This is where the good water has to come out. I'll just come grab all the pieces. Prison Architect 2 development stuff seems... Well, the publication of the updates and everything just completely fell off the face of the earth. As far as I can tell. I've also not gone and looked for it, but... close above contamination 1%. Oh, that means these should be 1% too. Well, that should be fine. Did we decide that 4 was not enough over here? Where was it? Because I've got 5. How many was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to need more. Ooh, this could be an interesting problem then later, but I will... I think we're going to be okay. We'll see. Wonder what I should do for lunch. Seems like a lot of work. Well, yeah, lunch is annoying to make, isn't it? Usually just have something simple, or I go get something. But that's expensive. You can't do that all the time. Build a bridge over to the other side of the sluice gates. Eventually, yes. But we don't currently need to get over here. So I was just going to leave that alone. Okay, this is ready for the last piece there. And I'm just going to put this last piece in here. If we need to get into this, we can just come in from the side. From the top of the side, rather. This, we have probably another 6 days minimum to get this all finished up. And right now, everything's just flowing through here. These last bits, this is going to take a while because they have to, you know, step on this to get it done, but that is pretty much the last hurdle to getting this completely finished. 90-minute drive on a highway. Oh, yikes. Yeah, okay, I forgot. You're in the middle of nowhere. Top layer of loose gate should not be closed with the contamination or you get backflow. That's because it's going here. The reason I'm wanting to... Actually, no, I don't even need to close. Don't even need to worry about that. I just want some of it to go this way. And I want all of the bad to go out this way. Which I think it can. If it's not enough, then we'll have to emergency spillway this way. But I don't think it's going to be an issue. Top layer sluice gates are going to close during a bad tide? No, they're not. They close below contamination. So as soon as contamination reaches 1%, they're going to open. Let's see, these guys are fine. These are just always open no matter what, so the overflow can overflow. And these close above contamination. So they're good. It is good to double check those though, so don't ever feel like you can't say, hey, make sure you look at that. So this, I think, is the last bit that they're really, really working on. I should be able to put this in. That's open all the way down like it's supposed to be. All of this is good. All of this is good. Everything is good with the exception of this space right here that we're going into. So we should just have an army of beavers grabbing logs, marching down here. Look at them go. And building this up. Are you getting any water sources from ground level? I hope not. I think we are good. We should be. Watch the synchronization of the sluice gates. I'm pretty sure they should be fine. I think they fixed that bug. Those are all correct. These are all correct. This value is only different because the downstream depth is different, so that's why that's changed. But they haven't changed anything. Those are all good. We're fine. I'm going to need them to be a lot faster than this, though. Oh, hey, look, we no longer have homeless beavers. Pausing this actually worked. Good. So we now know that 20, was it 20 of these? Is enough breeding pods to keep 326 beavers alive if the average well-being is 30. One of the water sources has overhangs next to it? Where? They're all fully encapsulated. On all four sides. See, these guys are good. Oh, no. Oh, no. I did make a mistake. Hold on. We absolutely need to fix this. I am glad you mentioned something. I was completely unaware that I had done that. So that impermeable floor needs to go away. What is... Where is that? Okay, that goes to there. Okay, so that means this has to go away. This is a 6x. Yes, okay, good. Good. This is the time to find this out. This is absolutely the time to fix this. Because this now needs to be a 5. Okay, alright. Oh, it almost went bad. This is why you guys are always supposed to check. I'm never going to get mad at you for asking me to double check something. Because this is what happens when I don't check. But it is easy enough to fix. It should not take that much longer to get this done. The oven is off. I have an app. I did not want an app for my oven, but the oven came with one. And now I have an app that says the oven is off. The fridge is not running. It is stationary, but it is on. No, he is no longer in a can. He was released. Peel down the layer view to view below the overhangs just to double check. Yeah, all 4 of these are good to go. All 4 sides, minus the one that's being built currently. We did, in fact, do that correctly. This does look like a hot mess. It kind of looks, if you view it from this angle, like a dog with its mouth like super wide open. Like this is the ear, and then this is like the eye and the nose, and it's got like the droopy mouth whatever thing, and then rah, like that. Cars is a very interesting movie because you pay attention to like the crowd shots. There's a Cars Pope, which means that canonically Cars Jesus was crucified canonically. There's Cars TSA, which means canonically Cars 9/11 happened. Like there's a lot of implications people don't want to consider when all those movies and all those details come out. Alt scroll does the level view. Whoa! Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Oh, That's glorious. Oh my god. Wow. I should not be laughing at that. Anyway, let's get this all finished up. They're just about finished with this. There's a couple more of those that need to get built. Then we will retract the paths, and we will put the rest of these impermeable floors down. Alright, those two can go. Then that will be good. Yeah, buddy. Look at him go. It's day 11. And we're going to get this done, folks. It's going to be done before the bad tide comes in. And if this is not a bad tide that comes in next, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. You can put the impermeable floors before you move the path. Yes, I'm aware of that. But the problem is I want to mass delete these. And if you do that, it takes the floor away. So I'm doing my best not to accidentally delete any floors, so that we don't have contamination. I just want to do them in chunks. But I need these guys to finish these first. Would you need contamination borders close to the... yes, actually. Well, they're irrigation barriers for the iron teeth, but I will go ahead and put... You know what? We might not, because there's no ground that actually connects. We'll see. We will see. I don't think it can really pass through levees the same way it can the ground, but I know it does to a certain extent. We shall see what happens. Okay, that's done, which means we can do this one. And then I hope I did my guesstimation right here about flow rate requirements and width. I think we should be okay. The problem with building this far out from where these guys are normally going is that they get thirsty. I have a hypothesis. If you zoom in to make sure to select the pathway barriers, does it still try to delete the impermeable floor? I mean, you can zoom in as much as you want. It's not going to let me, there we go. But it's already, like, just for the point of example, like, you can still click either one if you have the precision to do it. The issue is I like to do things quickly. Of course, this guy's going to put that in, which is fine. But I like to do things quickly, so I just hold down Shift and Backspace and then just go, but then that ends up deleting this because I can't click as accurately as that requires. All right, that's done. This one can go in next, and then I will start removing the path. See, I almost did that, but we're good. That can go there. That doesn't need to go anywhere, and we're going to be in good shape, folks. Yeah, still live. I really should have ended at 9 o'clock probably, but I am determined to finish this so we can say definitively that we actually accomplished something. It's just been 2 hours. Yeah, I wanted to start earlier, but the video was still exporting, and it took a very long time. There we go. We got a bad time in 3 days, folks. We're getting there. We're getting there. The delete tool selects everything on a surface level of a block, which the impermeable floor and the path occupy that space. Even though you can build them on top of each other because they don't have a collision with each other. So that is why I cannot use the delete tool if they are on top of that. I can if this is just like this. Wait, why does that... Oh, okay, because there's... No, we're not going to do that. There is that stuff on that side, but... yeah, I can do both these. Yep, that's the last levees. Get that done, and then it will be very fast to put these floors down, but I want to hold off to do that if I can. All right, now we're done. I will demolish only the path. It's not going to give me the 10 block limit, so I'm just going to have to guess. But see how easy that is to just do it that way, and then... Right, like so. Can they... oh, they can't reach that. Good. That's why I didn't do it all at once. But now they can all just come in one at a time and build their stuff, and then we'll see all this water come out slowly, make its way. $3:40 a.m. in Germany. I really need to sleep. Hey, you're going to soon. We're almost done. We are almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Delete. And pop this in. And then we'll just have 4 left. And look, they're going to do this so quick. All we're going to have to do is tomorrow in-game do these last couple. We'll be good to go. Yeah, they're not gonna quite finish this. But as long as this can actually get finished, we're going to be in good shape. And then we will end when the bad tide starts, and you can all go to sleep, and I can go record water beavers, and then we'll be in good shape. Did I tell you about the time I fell asleep while recording a video? Not for the same reason you're describing, but... seems there's some missing floors close to the water sources. I don't think so. Let's find out. No. The only spots that don't have floors are levees, and those don't need floors, because those are already impermeable. See, look at us go. There we go, folks. Last 3 going right here. And then we should see the water immediately just go zoop like this. And there she goes, immediately rushing toward the exit. As long as this doesn't overtop. Oh no, it's so close. It's gonna pulse a little bit, but we should be okay. I think we're good. Yeah, it's it's going around here, and then it's going to go out that way, but then that's going to shut, and so on and so forth. And then because we have this full layer of the sluices here, the full level should basically never be any higher than this. It will go down a little bit, but I believe we are good to go. Now we just have to very carefully delete these, and I'll show you again why you can't use the demolish building tool with this. Even if you only select the path, as soon as you move it to include anything, it takes the floor with it. So that's why you always have to manually do this. Again, very carefully. Only the path. Get rid of the stairs. And put a levee in place. And that's going to do it, folks. That's going to get us there. It's not beautiful, but it does work. And with that, I think we can consider the water diversion part of this playthrough completely finished. There is no more good water left to divert. Everything has been accounted for. Hey, how's it going? You came in at the very end of stream. Sorry to tell you, but we got a lot of good stuff done today. Got this new Badwater diversion finished. They just have to put this last levee in, and it will be completely done. And we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 completely clean, Badwater-proof water reservoirs. This one's been completely taken care of. This one, with the exception of this little pool down here that we can't do anything about unless we want to cap them, that's taken care of. And then, of course, this has the stuff in the center. We're probably never going to get that completely clean, but that's it. That's looking pretty good. I will wait for the start of the bad tide to see what this looks like in action, and so I can get a cool screenshot for the next live stream thumbnail. But I'm not going to end before the bad tide hits because I want the thumbnail for it. But we're good. Put in an irrigation barrier. Yep, you got it. Put that in here. They should be able to build that today, and there they go. Going to get the pieces. Treated planks are not close to this, but they'll get that done. Yeah, the water beaver blasting of the water channels is going to be a huge pain in the butt. But we'll just have to do it. Yeah, there we go, folks. We will hold on until this actually has bad water flowing through it, but I think we can consider that to be a rousing success. We've done very, very well with this. Let's unpause these 4 water pumps. We can get those going again. Get our water back up, because now this should no longer be contaminated. But it still says 2%, so it'll eventually get pushed out contamination-wise. And we do have these bad water pumps pumping very, very, very slowly. Actually, you know what? We'll keep those turned off until these pumps can get the rest of that nasty out of there. But that does look good. Now, we're not in panic mode yet for the water storage. Just definitely, hey, maybe we should fix this mode. We'll get there. We got water for 2 days. As a test, close the gates on that drain in the crater to check the upward shafts. No, we're good. Everything's working. It's going to show the spider webs on the ground because that's just what the game does, but this is, in fact, diverting the bad water. And none of it is falling down in the middle of the lake. Beautiful. And it shouldn't back up. This should be adequate to let everything out. As long as this number is not going up, then we know we succeeded. It still says 2%. I'm going to count that as a success. And I'm going to count this stream as over because I definitely need to go record water beavers and all that. But appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate everything as always. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you back in this series probably next Tuesday, I think. I'm currently not planning on doing any streams this weekend, but if that changes, I will, of course, let you know. But yeah, take care. See ya.